Thank you for coming to my real estate show. Today we're going to talk about partners. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If I come into my property and it's after 9 o'clock and I see a sign closed, I fire everybody. There is a lot of advantage about taking on a partner. As you know, the property that you're going to purchase is going to be a bigger property. Bigger property, that means more profit, because the bigger the assets, most of the time, that means there is more reward. And it's extremely important to understand that when taking on a partner, it's also taking on a liability. There are no free rides out there. So when you do take a partner, you want to make sure that that partner has got some kind of experience. For example, what does the partner bring to the table? Does it bring money? Does it bring knowledge? I like the idea that the partner come with money and knowledge. So if I put $1, they're going to put $1. Do not take weak partners. That's only going to take you down. We don't want that. The situation with when you do take a partner, do not be afraid to ask for their resume, their financial, their background information, and I will go to distance as far as asking even for criminal background. You don't want to team up with a bad partner. Partnering up in real estate, it's the same as marriage. Once you go close in real estate with a partner, you're in for the long haul. So we want to make sure that you did all your due diligence as necessary and you picked the right partner. What kind of experience do they have? Do they have experience in the same field? Or sometimes they're a newcomer? It's okay. It doesn't make them, a bad partner if they are new to the field. But they must bring something that you wanted to go with them. And this is the key to a partnership and to a successful relationship, that somebody brings something to complete each other. If you bring somebody that knows about real estate just like you didn't do anything, unless maybe you put more money down, or maybe it must be something that you bring to a table that you don't have, and vice versa. In terms of, and this is the key when going to sign the operating agreement. So an operating agreement is an agreement between two partners that going to go on a deal to purchase and close in real estate. It's extremely important to make sure it's a fair agreement by both parties. And the reason why I said that, you don't want a sad partner. You want a happy camper. So for example, sometime you meet this guy, you know what? I want 60-40. Why? I don't know. I just want 60-40 because I bring the deal. Oh, I discovered the opportunity, so I want to get 60-40 profit sharing. I don't like that. If a person discovered the opportunity and he brought the asset to the table, I'd rather you give him commission and keep it clean 50-50. Because when it starts going 60-40, 70-30, now you have a situation where people are not happy. For a happy partnership to continue, 50-50 is one key thing to do when it comes to profit sharing. In terms of decision making, very important to keep it 50-50. I will rather say 51-49, but that's tough to get. But definitely 50-50, therefore he cannot do anything without you, and you cannot do anything without them. But when it comes to a situation where, let's say the partner put more money down and you put less, it's fair enough to give that partner 60-40 or 70-30 for that matter, because they put more down payment. I'm okay with that, but the decision making, try very hard to maintain a 50% partnership at all time throughout the partnership. That will give you a leverage for the property, because if you don't have that 50%, again, not profit sharing can be less. I get it, the person put more money, he gets more percentage. per appresso. But for a decision making, must keep it 50-50. And then there is another school of thought when there is a capital call. And capital call is extremely important to have a language in the operating agreement, because it's throughout the owning of the property, you may have capital call, things out of control. For example, let's say there's not enough money in the budget. Now you're gonna ask me, what do you mean? Didn't you do your due diligence? Yeah, but let's say you raise the rent by $200, okay, for the apartment, and you get in some good tenant, you get in some good traffic, but all of a sudden you see that, if I put brand new kitchen cabinets and flooring and countertop and whatnot, I can get $500 more. But guess what? It's not in the budget. So you talk to your partner and you can make a decision together. Do we want to put more money in the capital call to get more rent? Because rent is coming in. As long as rent is coming in and you're able to raise the rent, I'm a big fan of doing capex. Together you can decide whether you want to spend more money on the property, and then you can put both capital call. And that's a good situation. However, there's going to be other situation where there is a capital call with nobody's fault. Insurance price went up during the operation. Other expenses went up that you did not see before you doing the due diligence. So one partner going to put the money, another partner say, no, I don't have the money, I can't put it. That's a no-no. So what we would like to do in our operating agreement, we add a language called delusion. What does it mean? You dilute the partner by a certain percent if it doesn't come to the table. So now it's per pursue, and you have more in the game than the partner does. Nobody likes that. Trust me on that, okay? Nobody likes that. But it's really a big key in the operating agreement, capital call. You need to make sure you have that language there, that in case that one partner does not put in the money, first of all, you have to be ready to put the money for that person. So that's another conversation. What does it mean? You partner up with the person, you did the due diligence of the person, you see the financial statement, have all the backs checked, okay? However, now there is a capital call, you can't find them. What do? You let the property go? Of course not. You're gonna have to come up to the table and cover that partner share and the capital call. Therefore, it's extremely important to have that language of delusion. So if they don't come with the capital call, and you have to assume they're not coming. So what it is, you always have to assume the worst, even though that's not the idea. The idea is to, once you did the due diligence on that person, and they're gonna show up. They have good financial, they have good credit. By the way, checking credit report is very important too on that person. But you always need to be ready with a capital call in case we need it. Nobody likes capital call, but unfortunately, things happen during ownership of a property that behind the control. So just be ready for it. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more of these, please press like and subscribe to the show. And then I also wanted to discuss another type of partner, and that's called a passive partner. So for example, we have the GP on one side, and then we have the LP. The GP is the general partner, and the LP is the limited partner. I am a big fan of the LP. Why is that? Because the LP is basically, limited partner is passive. The GP is the main person that steer the boat. And the more people you have in the GP, it makes it more difficult. So in terms of when you have two partners buying a property, it's a general partner, there's no LP. But sometimes the down payment is bigger than you can afford to. You're going to bring a passive partner called a limited partner. We're going to have another class on that subject. And on this note, I wanted to confirm that everybody understand. Having a partner, it is a good thing to have a partner because you want to buy bigger property. Don't bring a partner because you just want, if you feel bad, you feel sorry for the person. Gee, I want to include him. Don't do that. Only bring a partner that you think it can help you by, instead of buying a property, let's say worth $500,000, now you're going to buy a property that's worth $1 million because you're that much stronger in that it's two of you. But to bring a partner for one property that you can do yourself, I try to avoid that because partners is headache. And unless you know the person, and usually the first buying opportunity that you do with a particular partner, those are growing pain because once you get along with the partner and you guys make money together, now you go for the next deal and the next deal. It's much easier. But for the first time around, it's not that much difficult because you don't know the person. That's why it's really important, okay, to have a partner, but have a reason why you wanted that partner to come. Because you want to buy that bigger property. Or potentially they're going to put more down payment than you do. That makes sense. Or maybe they bought the opportunity. Do not give more percentage because they discovered the opportunity and they bought you the deal. Pay commission at closing. Pay them a fee. Pay them a finder fee. And always try to maintain 50-50 partnership when it comes to profit sharing and 50-50 partnership when it comes to decision making. Really, really important. If you want to give back some of the profit and give them more profit for one reason or another, I'm okay with that. But do not, I repeat, do not give away the floor when it comes to decision making. Always 50-50.